Hello! Thank you for tuning in to the Love Reads. I'm going to try something a little new this time around. I'm going to try doing pick-a-reads for each sign in relation to love. I'm going to put out 3 stones. The first time around with that pile, I'm going to do the relationship. Then I'm going to do the single version for the same pile. I'm going to try to give a little bit more diversity. I feel like even though we may share the same sign as someone else, we have different variations about what's going on in our lives. So I want to give more options, more diversity, so that way you can find what pile most resonates with you. Let me know at the end, of course, if this worked or didn't work for you. It's going to be a little different than normal, but let's give it a shot. Hello Taurus, thank you for watching. For this one, I'm using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. For the supportive oracle cards, the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Redley Valentine. Alright, we're going to do 3 piles. Let's see what we have. 3 piles. Oh, yep. That first one's got a bet, doesn't it? No, yep. Maybe I'll move these over here just because I feel like they're in my way. Alright, so we got 3 piles. 1, 2, 3. So we'll do this one first, that one second, and this one third. Alright, let's see if they're out of the view. So that's the one we're doing. Let's see if I can get these in camera view. Ooh, you got the Lover's card. I like it. Let's see if it stays around long enough for us to really like it. Because we're going to do relationship first, interpret it for relationship, and then we're going to interpret it for singles. Relationship. That's the... okay. Can you see this one? I'll pick it up if I have to after. There's weight you got here. I don't know if you can see that any better, hopefully. For a relationship, there's been a long wait for something. Something's been taking a while, you've been waiting for something. I'm getting your partner, are they holding it up? Are they the ones holding it up? Because actually I feel like they're the ones holding it up. But I almost feel like they're doing that for you. I feel like they're holding things up, but they're doing it as a favor to you almost. Because there's a weight going on here. I feel them being gracious about it. That I feel like when it does start going forward, I feel like it's more on your terms, and they're doing what they can to make this go forward a way that would be comfortable for you. They're being, gracious with the comfort. They want this to be comfortable for you. They want you to like this. Seems good. But sooner or later, this is starting into motion. So you're getting a grace period. It's not a wildly long grace period, but it's enough to where they're showing you some compassion. You'd like things to go a little slower. They're honoring the love they have for you. You're loving that they're doing that. And they're starting to bring it in fairly slowly. I'm actually seeing when this starts, I don't feel like you're over the moon about it. Even though there's been a grace period and you're seeing this love come towards you, going slowly, holding it off, all the other good stuff. It starts coming into play with the improving health. And I feel like it's coming in a good way. I'm seeing your partner with the 10 of Pentacles. They have it's like a structured plan. I feel like it's going at a certain rate, little bit by little bit. They're not trying to ask too much of the situation. They're just trying to build it slowly by slowly. I'm seeing you here with the 5 of Swords, though. Even though it all seems to be going in a way that should be fairly conducive with how you feel, I don't feel like you're still really... I feel like you're kind of trying to stop the ship. You're trying to slow the boat. You're trying to put the brakes on. I feel like you're kind of do we have to do this? Can't we do something else? I feel like you're still a little bit resistant, even though everything seemed to be going your way in the sense of how fast it's happening. The fact that it's happening at all, I feel like you're do we have to? Do we really have to? Because I really don't want to. I really don't want to. So you're a bit resistant here. I actually see your partner with enough familiarity, I want to say, with you. They're not slowing down. They're not stopping. They're keeping it at the same rate. I feel like you're keeping up with them. It's almost like a kid. Sorry, but it's kind of like a kid when they have to go grocery shopping with their parents, and they're like dragging their feet and they're holding onto the cart and they're dragging along behind the cart. They're like, I don't want to do it. I want to go home and play my game. And they're holding onto the cart and they're flopping around here and there. But they're there and they're doing it and things are getting done. I feel that's the kind of energy I got here. I don't know how that sounds. I don't mean to sound bad, but that's what I'm feeling. I do feel like I feel like you become quite aware, like, there's no reason for me to be like this. This isn't helping anything. We're still doing it. There's something better. Is like, it's up to you when you want to turn your attitude around. I hope that doesn't sound rude. I don't mean it to, but when you're ready to just go in with it and just like, all right, fine, we're doing it. Yeah. What do you need? You need milk? I'll go over and get the milk. We need cookies. Can I pick the cookies? I'll go get the cookies. Can I pick the ones we get? That's kind of how I feel. You like, all right, if we have to do it, then fine, I'll help. We need vegetables. What do we need? Tomatoes? I'll get some tomatoes. I know what ones to get. Like, I feel like when you finally just turn around, you're like, all right, I'll do my part. When you do turn around, I get your partner is very happy. Your partner is not upset with you. I don't feel, I'm getting that they're kind of like, well, this happens once in a while, but they know you well enough to know that you're gonna go the direction you already agreed you would. Things will come together. They just simply have to wait it out and keep things moving, and then you'll go the direction that you already both agreed on. Because I do feel like you both agreed on it. Your partner gave you a long enough time. They held it off for as long as they could, but when they started moving forward, they're like, no, we're continuing forward. You kind of dragged your feet about it, but when you finally fell into line with it, it's all good. They're not upset. They're just like, yeah, I know that happens, but they seem to have enough love for you to realize that same energy works to their benefit sometimes. Sometimes, like now, maybe it's not the easiest energy to deal with, but other times it's very beautiful and it's very helpful in life. You're very loyal. They seem to feel you're very loyal. So they look at it at both directions. Like, it's the same energy, it's just sometimes it works for me, sometimes it works against me. But they know that the love that you have between each other, they trust that it's going to go well, and it does. It might take you a while to actually go that way, but you do. Good? This is Taurus, right? Yep, Taurus. I mean, basically they know because you said at some point you would do this, they just banked on that. They're like, if you say you're going to, sooner or later you will. That's how they feel. Now, if we're going to go into this with the singles view, you've been waiting for somebody. Now, what I'm getting here, you got the Lover's card on this side. I'm not feeling a love connection, though, oddly enough. I feel like you're looking for love. You're ready for love. You're waiting for the right one to come forward. You're trying to see what's out there. I don't feel somebody coming in, oddly enough. That's strange. The Lover's card is here, and I get that. But I'm noticing where you're going here, and I'm noticing the energy over here. I don't feel like a love connection happening. I feel like you're open to it, you're putting your information out there, but nobody, like I'm getting that six of Pentacles, like you're out there, and people are being nice to you, and I feel like there's people with interest towards you, and you want to be in love. You do, you're ready, but it's not there. And you've been waiting for the right one to come forward, and you're not seeing it. Improving health is like, I feel you changing directions. I feel you getting more involved in other things, more social things here. Improving health with and it's kind of going diagonal into that Ten of Pentacles. Pentacles is a great energy for Taurus. Earth, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you're hanging around friends more. You're trying to meet new people through friends. Although, when you do meet somebody through friends that you like, I'm also seeing you're very guarded about that. Because you're like, if I meet somebody through friends, and I try to make something happen, but it falls flat, that might cause a problem with that friendship. So I feel like you're kind of like, let me see if I can meet somebody through friends. Then you find a couple people you're interested in, but you're like, oh, if that doesn't go well, that could damage my friendship. Maybe I shouldn't do that. You get the Five of Swords, like, I don't know if I should do that. I really don't know. I get there's something better because there is somebody through friends that you're interested in. You know somebody through friends, you meet somebody through friends. At first you're like, "Ooh, what if that doesn't go well? I don't want to damage my friendship just by trying to see if this romantic interest can work out. Maybe I'll hold back." Something better is saying you change your mind. Why do you change your mind is a good question. Because I feel like you're talking this out. I feel like you're showing a little bit of interest towards this person. They seem to be open to having a conversation with you. I almost feel like your friends, especially got 10 and 10 here, 10 of Pentacles to the 10 of Cups. I almost feel like your friends are trying to promote. They know who you like. They're trying to promote it. They're trying to push you towards this person. I feel like you're having nice conversations with this person, and you're just trying to figure out where it could go and if it's a good idea or not. I'm not sold on the idea that you will go forward with this, but I do feel like you're at least giving it an honest thought. Like, is this worth giving it a shot or not? That's where this is ending. Because I feel like when your friends are like promoting it, it depends how you feel about the person. I feel you talking with this person a little closer. I feel like you're saying, well, I move very slowly. I don't want to jump into anything. And I do get that conversations are happening. From there on, it's like you have to decide if this is worth it or not. Depends how much of an attraction you have to this person. Depends if you think, if you get together, if your lives actually match or if they're more combative. And that's where that's going. Okay. So that's the first stone for Taurus. Let's do the second stone. That's that stone. Is that best? Can you view it there? There we go. I think that's viewable. What do we got coming in here? We got cards flying all over the place because I am Butterfingers. Okay, let's put that there. Oh. All right. We're going to go with relationship first for Taurus. If you chose this one, relationship. Your relationship is going through an interesting phase here. A little bit of moon mystery here. Maybe a little bit of moon madness. Things might have been a little prickly bubbly, and not comfortable for a little while. Not devastatingly bad, but a little uncomfortable, a little shaky here in the moon warble kind of feel is what I'm getting here. I'm also getting like you might be coming through like an argument here, because I'm seeing the Five of Wands on your side. You might be either you're fighting with your partner or you're fighting with somebody else, and it's putting that fight you're having with somebody else is putting stress on your relationship. Because what I'm getting here is in the actual center, and it's dipping down towards your partner. Ask your angels, like they don't understand why you're so upset. They seem to be a little confused why things are so bad, why you seem to be angry. So even if you're dealing with them directly, they don't seem to understand why you're really angry with them. The moon here is also playing into that. I don't feel like they completely understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Due to this misunderstanding, I feel them coming forward to you with the World card. I actually like it in this situation. It's a new phase coming in. This could be left or right, but it's a new phase nonetheless. I feel like they're looking to make a change in the relationship for the better, because you notice the Abundance card is over here. So your partner is coming forward, and I feel like they're saying something about communication or the way things are going. Things need to change. Things need to improve. This relationship is something they're also invested in, and the way it's going right now, it's not going in the best direction. They feel like there's more conflict and miscommunication than anything else. They want to reconnect with you. I feel like it's like a reconnection feel. Like there's an open spot here. They want to reconnect with you. When they're coming towards you, they don't expect this to be okay in a week or in a month or in 2 months. Like you got a year from now, like they're investing like, I want to start improving this, and I want it just to get better and better and better. I don't care if it takes 2 years or 2 decades. I expect that the farther we go, the better it gets. They still love you. It's not so bad that they can't stand it now anyway, but if it starts improving, the more improving it gets, the better it gets. And that's all they want. They just want to just go in the direction of improvement. They feel like things are a little off, things need to get better. I feel like this is right up your alley. In the sense of like, things are a little off is what I'm getting. Things are a little off. You're not happy with this or that. you have no problem putting the work in. You have no problem at all with that, is what I'm getting. And the fact that I see them, you and them talking this out, and like small changes, as long as small changes keep happening. Like a little change this month, a little change next month, a little more the month after, a little more the month after. I don't feel like that's hard for you. I don't think that's a problem at all. You're willing to do that. This is going to pay off. This has the potential to get a lot better. This relationship can go much better. Much, much, much better. So if you pick this and you have an argument here, or you end up in an argument in the next few days, improvement can happen. Just you got to get that conversation going. You got to talk about how each of you feel. What does it take? What type of improvements do you both need to see? Once you know what goal you're working towards, you will start working towards it. I just don't feel like it's going to be difficult for you. You just got to be on the same page with your partner. That's all it's taking. That seems to be the gift of this argument, in my opinion. I think that's good. All right, now let's do the single. What do we got for singles? Got the moon card coming in here. Now for singles, I don't feel. This is interesting. I don't feel a person here. Well, there's nothing over here anyway. See, I don't feel somebody coming in. I do feel people with interest, though. I do feel like at least somebody should be approaching you, is what I'm getting. Maybe more than one. Because I feel like you're saying no to people. And part of me wonders if you're just saying no and not realizing that somebody's really asking you if you want to go out sometime. I just almost feel like maybe it's a reflex. You're shooting people down. I feel like you're shooting people down, but it may not be that significant to you until somebody points out, well, you said no to so-and-so. I did? Yeah, remember when you had that conversation and they asked you if you wanted to go to this or that place, or to the bookstore, and you said no? Oh, well, yeah, I know. I said, oh, okay, yeah. Well, I wasn't thinking much of it. I feel you're denying people. When I get the Five of Wands in this scenario, I feel like you're denying people. But I also feel like on the other hand, or on the other side of the coin, you actually want somebody in your life. I don't feel like the way people are approaching you is really working for you, though. However they're coming towards you, you're either not taking it seriously, or it's just not your cup of tea the way they're doing it. What I'm getting here, you want this situation to change. Over the next year, I don't know how this is going to sound, but we'll go for it. If you chose this one, over the next year, they're saying you got to put yourself out there more. You got to take people more seriously and really open your eyes to who's coming towards you. I really feel like you're pushing people away before they really get a fair shake, because you don't like how they're coming towards you, or it's just not ideal for what you would prefer they do. And I feel like if you just dig into these people a little bit more, find out, like, are they worth it? Are they not? Realize who's actually coming towards you. You can have that relationship you want. Somebody around you, I feel like somebody's going to make a repeat try to get closer to you. Somebody around you does want your attention. I just feel like you got to pick up on the signals a little better. They're going to come toward you again. Maybe it's so subtle that you don't even realize they're asking you out. You don't even realize that they're interested. Open your eyes a little bigger. And just when somebody starts showing interest, or like, hey, let's go here, or hey, let's go there, or if you want to go here, I'm going to be at this party, or, oh yeah, me and a couple people, we go bowling on this night if you want to show up. That's like you're in. That's like, get to know this person. Even if you're not into bowling, just show up, piddle around a bit, talk a bit. It will go your way. You can have this. I just feel like somebody's coming towards you and you're telling them no without realizing you're telling them no. I kind of feel like you're a little oblivious to it. I hope that doesn't sound insulting. I don't mean it to. When these things come forward, just go into them a little bit more. Do a couple things that maybe you're not super excited about, but they're not that bad. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want to go to a broccoli eating contest. You're like, I don't even like broccoli. Why would I go to a broccoli eating contest? Cool. You don't have to go to that. But like, if somebody's like holding some type of polka contest, and you're like, well, I'm not really a polka person, but I guess it's okay. It's not a big deal. It doesn't offend me. Suppose I could show up to that. Knock your socks off. You might meet somebody or find out somebody has a little bit more interest than you realized. You might find out you like them a little more than you originally did. Originally realized, or whatever you want to say there. And that is the single version. Is there anything else here? All right, let's go to the last stone. There's the last stone. Well, I'm going to put you here. Yeah, actually, maybe pushing like that. Yeah, that's where I want that. Okay, so if you push these down so you can see them, I hear that's helpful. Okay. Ooh, that was a combination I saw. What one was it? I don't remember what one it was. There was a combination like that. That's how it came in too. It's for somebody else. It did. One of the picker reads though. I could not even begin to tell you which one it was. We're doing relationship first. More choices to be had. All right, relationship. I kind of feel like this is more your partner, but I want to make sure you can see it, so I'm trying to pull it up a little bit. This is you, and this is what's happening. This is kind of a result thing here. Your partner's going through a change. It feels like it feels rocky. It feels scary. Tower card, that's not too shocking to find that out. But the trust here is they're trying to trust that it's going to work out. They're trying to. They're having a hard time with this. The tower seems to be falling on your partner. I feel like it's falling on them in the sense of like they're going to have bruises and broken bones that they're going to need mending. They're going to need help getting out of this situation. I really feel they're going to need your help getting out of this. Because when this happens to your partner, you'll notice you have the Chariot card here. Kind of you're running in there to save the day. Don't worry about overstepping your bounds for one thing. They need you. Even if it seems like it's not your place to be wherever you are, stick around because you're needed. Stick around, you are needed. That's the don't stop right next to it. Because what's ultimately going to happen, you're going to have to convince your partner to get out of this situation so that tower does not fall on them again. Even if it's a family situation that they have certain obligations for, they can still put themselves in a more protected position, or you can be added into it a little better so that they have a different direction to go. The situation feels very rough to me. Very rough. And they need you there. I'm getting you, like the tower falls on them. They need your help. You're right in there. You're helping. Don't back off though. Even if you think you're overstepping your bounds, you got it. They need you. They really do need you because you're going to need to help them understand the way things are going. It's not good. That tower's going to fall on you again and you might get hurt even worse the second time than you did the first. I feel like you're going to have to coax them out of this situation. Because it's like a sense of obligation here. Even if it's like, if it's not family, maybe it's a work thing. Maybe it's time for them to change jobs. And you're going to have to point that out. There's a lot of things here. Your involvement is necessary. You're a fresh view to this. You can show them or point out to them what's really toxic here. Because it's time for them to change direction. And you're going to need to point it out to them. Because where this is ending, the Two of Pentacles, you're going to have to help them. Because this is between the two of you where this is ending. You're going to have to help them find a new way to handle this. You're going to have to work it out with them and find, like, whatever, if it's family or if it's work or whatever it is, it can't keep going the way it has been. I feel like you're there and you understand, like, things can't change overnight. You understand that, but it's time to work towards a resolution. It's time to work towards a change because this is toxic for your partner. It's unacceptable is what I'm actually getting. It's unacceptable. So they're going to need you to work with them. You need to stay in this so you can work through this with them. Because the worst thing that could happen is they leave this toxic situation just to get into a more toxic situation. And that's why you need to stay involved to make sure that doesn't happen. Very, very, very energized with that. All right, that's the relationship. The singles. All right, let's give this a second to kind of... The single isn't as strong as the first part, but let's see what happens here. All right, different energy a little bit for the single. Definitely different energy here. This, I don't like this energy here. Because I feel like I actually feel this is somebody you're close to needing your help. Again, I'm getting you're needed in a helpful way. They're just assuming you're going to help them. I do get you help them. There is a romantic interest on your side. I don't really feel like there's dating, but there is some romantic interest here. I feel like when you're helping this person, even though there's some romantic interest, you're going in to help. You're not going in there as a romance thing. I don't feel romance. I feel like you're getting involved to help. It's fine. It's cool. It's good. I also feel that while you're helping, you're not willing to cross that line. You don't want to blur the lines. You don't want to blur the lines. You seem to have a very strong head on your shoulders. Like, I'm not going to blur that line. They need help right now. I'm going to help them, but I'm not going to blur the line. Don't stop with that attitude. Because even though you have romantic interest in this person, they're saying this isn't a good thing for you to get involved with. I feel you becoming more of a friend. Choose a new direction. I feel you moving away from the romantic thought more into like the friendship sector, but I feel you're putting yourself in the friendship zone. You're putting yourself there. And you're helping this person stabilize their life. I don't feel like this would be a good romantic choice for you, because you would be like the superhero saving the day constantly for this one. I just don't feel like this is what you really want. I don't feel like this is a good idea. You have to decide what's right for you. If you see it for what it is, and you're okay with it, then that is totally your business. I just get the energy here saying that's not a good idea. That seems like it's an imbalance. It's a power imbalance. It seems like somebody's really dependent on you, and it will drain you after a while. I don't feel like it's a good idea. Because I feel like ultimately you changing direction, putting yourself in the friend zone, and just helping this person correct their own life, I just feel like you got to let them go on their own and do their own thing and just advise them where you can. I don't feel romance is a good thing. I feel like if you go into a romantic thing, somewhere down the line, you will get drained and you will not be happy with the situation, because it won't just start here, it'll stay here, and it'll just, until it finally just drains you. Because this person would get overly dependent on you. I don't feel like it's a good thing. I really don't. And that is the single version. Alright, that's the last zone. Alright, well, thank you for watching. I hope that helped. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.